Good morning, everybody. Now we'd like to shift the focus a little bit to something that, to be honest with you, is very close to my heart and what I believe is close to the heart of Pata. Some of you will know that we are in the process of rebuilding the Pata Foundation. It went quiet over COVID for a little while, and now we're looking to rebuild our structure and our organization. You will know that Pata is the mission of Pata is to create a meaningful tourism economy. And what we say is the Pata Foundation is to bring the meaning to life. So today we're going to share a little bit of the updates of where we're at and where we're looking to go, and so we can create some impetus to move forward. So some of you will know, and particularly those that won the prize the other night, that we've been around for 43 years. 1984 it was established, and over that time we've raised over $1 million, done 132 projects, and issued 144 scholarships supported in 38 different countries. So we're building on a legacy, but also we're creating some new framework. So this is not about us. Let me be very clear. We're about opening up the foundation to our members, to our chapter members, and to our particularly student members, so that we can have a working relationship, a good interaction and communication. We're also establishing our financial systems and processes and updating them to make them even more easy to go online and to pursue. And also we want to create a knowledge bank where we can exchange ideas and processes and projects and be able to develop our interrelationships between all our chapters and all our student chapters networks. So how can we do that? And maybe Simon, you can take the lead on this.
So before we get into how we can go about this and how we want to achieve this, I think we want to collect a little bit of feedback from all of you. So we've created a quick slider for those 3 goals that we've set for the Pata organization. How do you feel about these objectives as the team? So do you want to click to the next slide? We love them, 150% agree, I cannot wait to get involved. Excellent. Great objectives, looking forward to seeing what the foundation will achieve. Good, but we'll be able to get some more input from the chapters. Absolutely, this will be one of the next steps that we go into. I'm glad that nobody's saying this again seriously.
Great. That's good news. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate that. I have to say, for those of you in the chapters and the student chapters, I have already reached out to the chairpersons of your chapters or student chapters. So if you haven't heard, then please get hold of your officers and see how we can better communicate and make sure that we're in touch. So let's move on. So we've put together a passionate group. We've brought together a passionate group of educators, members of the Pata, from the industry. So we've brought together the cross-section of our industry. And so many of you will know, obviously there's myself and Simon there, Hiran Kure, a past chairman and industry person, Sarah Matthews, also a past chair of Pata, Stephen Pierce from Vancouver, who was our Secretary-Treasurer at one time, Chi Lo, who some of you will know, headed up our sustainability in Pata, and also Gary Cheng from Klook. So we have a cross-section of industry people who have dedicated their time. We're all volunteers, and we want to spend more time to do good in our communities through the Pata network. So Simon.
So what does this roadmap look like? So we've looked at the next 2 years ahead of us. We've taken the last 6 months to a little bit reset. We've focused on what platforms we have. We've worked on the branding. We've shifted back to the traditional Pata branding with the green stripe as opposed to the blue stripe, so you will be able to recognize or differentiate between what's Pata Foundation and what is Pata as an association. Moving forwards, we're moving on to refreshing, right? We're starting with what policies do we have in place, because we want to know that we have a strong policy foundation for the foundation. We want to look at the grant cycle, making sure that when we are doing our grants, these are being done in the correct processes, it's following all of the right paperwork, and that it leaves an audit trail behind it. And we want to start to begin with the sponsor outreaches. We're then moving on to reactivation, building those new projects, connecting with you at summits, and the last step, which is moving on to 2027, we're looking to reinvest into those activities and making sure that those activities are contributing back to your chapters and to your communities where you're operating.
Thank you. Okay, so we do have some money in the bank, all right, that's true, but we do need some more funding to support the industry and the projects that are coming towards us. I want to give a big shout out to the Pata HQ. They've been very supportive in this transition period, and we're trustee-led. It's all about how we can move the operation forward, but the Secretariat has been great in supporting us in these endeavors. We are looking at bringing in an internship program from our student chapters to get them more involved, and obviously we're looking at how we can use the money more effectively, and all the donations, because we're all volunteers, will go to the projects, to make it clear. So this is to manage expectations. It's still a work in progress, guys and ladies, but these are the sort of next steps for us as our strategic plan moving forward. I won't go into details because I heard the bell go, but please, we're looking forward to spending more time with you and sharing with you, and Simon, it's up to you.
So last one, we want to get some more feedback from you. How would you like to support the foundation? As Andrew said, we are volunteers for our time, and we want to make sure that all of you can get involved to be able to support different projects. So we want to understand, if you look at these statements, how do you rank them in terms of how you would like to get involved as Pata members? Do you want to create your own projects? Do you want to just join something? Are you looking to sponsor something? I'm looking at the tech companies in the corner. Everyone wants to support. Nobody doesn't want to support. It's still on 0.
That's good. Okay.
Fantastic. Just
Thank
in
you.
the interest of time, because I know that
Yep.
coffee is next, we're going to go on to how can you get involved now. So we're looking at three areas right off the bat. One, people who want to sponsor a specific focus area for projects which we are running through the foundation. If you as a chapter, or if you're part of a chapter and you want to be able to start up a project within your area as well, please come and speak to us, because we can then start to see how we can get that funding for those projects for you. The last one is donations online. So the website, as I said, is already set up. It's already operational. So if you would like to go and donate directly onto the website, you can do that.
So there are 4 of us here from the trustees, Simon, myself, Sarah, and Hiran. If you want to talk to any of us about getting more involved, or how we can help, how you can help, then we're here for you. So thank you for that. Tell us more and keep in touch, and we're here for you.
In the Tell Us More section, we've asked for your name, your email address, and your telephone number if you're willing to give it to us. This is so that we can follow up with you directly afterwards, so that if there are specific areas that you want to get involved in, if there's suggestions that you have for us, we can come back and speak to you and see how we can start to implement those things already within your chapter, within your community. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
the feedback.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
And we look forward to working with everybody and hopefully being able to bring that meaningfulness back to the meaningful tourism industry.
Thank you again. Thanks for listening to us.
Thank